The Diversity Center was founded in 1989, largely in response to the AIDS crisis, with LGBTQ plus people needing a place to gather and find community.
Well, the Diversity Center has contributed an incredible amount to this community over decades.
Inspired by the Diversity Center's model of the 8 dimensions of wellness that they were wanting to bring forward in programming. And I was also inspired by the challenge of the rebuild. It was very clear to me when I was hired that we were a new team, and so it was really about rebuilding the organization and the programs we were offering.
The Diversity Center is very unique in that we are the only setting in Santa Cruz County and neighboring counties as well that is queer specified, and in our services but also in our way of being in community is visibility, and proud visibility and mentorship of what it's like to be a healthy LGBTQ person.
I think a really important piece of how the Diversity Center is amplifying the work for the community, by the community, is by tapping into individuals that have something to offer, that want to offer something. We have a number of individuals who are leading groups, kicking off activities, exercises, bonfires, walking groups. They want to bring trans community together in celebration. So we have a bunch of volunteers that are actually making a difference in the community.
I heard about the Diversity Center growing up in Watsonville, so that's why when my friends who are on the board, I was talking to them about the Diversity Center, and I was thinking, well, how can I get involved? What can I bring to the center? When you work with other people, you really can see and have hope that things can progress.
Queer Prom was one of the places that I saw a really big impact of youth being able to dress how they want to dress and put makeup on or wear a tuxedo and be able to dance and see their first drag queen. It's all just really exciting, and I think a lot of people who don't get to experience those things, they end up being really isolated and having a lot of shame, and it's something that it's not celebrated, and I think that really can have an impact on your mental health. Versus when you're celebrated and accepted, it can have such a tremendous impact on who you become.
I felt inspired to work at the Diversity Center because I wanted to work in an environment with other LGBTQ plus people. I've never worked in a fully queer environment before, and I wanted to work somewhere where my gender identity and my sexual orientation and these things that I'm really proud of about myself were going to be valued and celebrated, and where I could see that would actually contribute materially to the work that I was doing in the community.
I believe very strongly that youth, who are our future, are critically important to feel supported and loved by the older generation and by the whole community. And this center is a safe space for young people in particular, also older people who come out and walk in the door here, because I've been a host for many years, as well as doing the 60+ work.
Everyone should be allowed to feel the love and acceptance and joy of community. It is not just a queer experience. It is an experience of being human, of being loved and cherished as a human. And so I want to extend that the Diversity Center and the work that we do is for everyone who's ready to grow, who's ready to learn and be part of this next revolution of acceptance and inclusivity. It's also a vital part of our mission to make sure that the spaces that aren't inclusive, that reject or stigmatize against our LGBTQ plus community, that they know that they have defenses and resources that show up. And it takes all of us, not just me, not just you, not just the center, it takes all of us to make that, and the Diversity Center is willing to be a space for us to come together and be able to hold that with each other.